Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, which is being published on Friday the 14th of November 2025. So this is the main puzzle, 15 by 15. We don't get any setter information, so I might as well just crack on really, mightn't I? Let's see, reset. There we go. Right, dynamism versus current inanity leaving university. Well, current is I, versus is VS, Vi, dynamism, bleh. Diver almost out of breath. Diver's probably going to be a type of bird, isn't it? Swallow, no. Scrap, paper, sun, rag, I think that is. Rag, oh gosh, there's a new font. Act of removing constant cheers interrupts enjoyment. Act of removing constant C, cheers is tar, interrupts enjoyment, elation. What's that going to be? Elation. So I've got there's a shun. Can't really have an act. Constant cheers, tation. So what's the elation? Act of removing. Redaction. Redation, is that really a enjoyment? I don't think so. Redactation doesn't work. I don't know. Okay, we'll come back to that. I think that's probably how that constructs though. Tyre indicating one leaving patriotic display. Tyre is to flag. Was that waving? Indicating waving? Seems likely. Barely succeeded in project. Barely. Succeeded is an S, so is it an S? Oh, not there. Is it an S there, or is it in a project? Or is it to project? Jut, there we go. War leader, large in colour. War leader. So we're looking for a colour with an L in it, maybe? Don't know. One allowed into cycling eliminator. Is that Madison? Madison, no. Cycling eliminator. One allowed is I let. Cycling is it the word into with one eliminator? Don't know. Turn out chasing a parking permit. Turn out chasing a parking AP. Permit is to approve. Rove. Prove. Turn out. To permit. I think that might be approved, but I can't really see that. I can't quite justify it in my head. Turn out equals to prove. Don't think so. We'll find out. Determined where this carnival lurks. Determined is set. Where settee lurks. The set of a badger. Where this carnival lurks. Shock, almost attacked by B. Shock, almost attacked by B. When it snows, perhaps buying revolutionary's rifle. When it snows, gosh, perhaps. Is that an anagram? No, too many letters. Burying revolutionary's rifle. When it snows is winter. Is it a Winchester? I think it is. Shay's rifle in winter. Doctors left a person with temperature a shield against infection. Cool. Doctors left. Doctors DR left his port a person, a man with temperature, a shield against infection. I feel like that should be easy, but I can't say it. One student finally leaves here. One student's L. What is it? Is it a sty? Leaves are here in a sty. No. Eat. No. Forget that stupidity. What was I thinking? Leaves here. ILS here. Lettuce leaves. Or is it goes? Or something? No. Alright. Temptingly hold out diamonds with devious motive. That looks like an anagram motive, which is 6 letters. Oh, that doesn't look so good then. Devious motive would be being sly. Temptingly hold out diamonds with devious motive. And this one here, shabby state of girl in disorder. What have I got there? Shabby state of girl in disorder. Girl in, shabby state of girl in. I would think that is, what's that give me? Of girl in. Probably an ing word. Flooring, folioring, shabby. Can't see that. Shabby style. It's not shabby chic anyway. Right, let's look at the nouns. Confirm uncertainty really is inhibiting, sorry. Confirm, okay, yes. Uncertainty is sure, really is inhibiting. So S-U-R with an E, if, yes. Sharif, confirm. What am I doing there? I think, no. I'm sure it's kind of like that, but I can't think of a word that would fit there. Can it be a vowel, can't it? Sharif, Sharif. So, uncertainty. Confirm that uncertainty really is inhibiting. Uncertainty isn't sure though, is it? It's the opposite. Unsure. Really is. Let's move on. Halt, half in vain. Perhaps Ulysses is a wanderer. Vagrant. What is that? Vain. And Ulysses S. Grant. Okay, the ex-American president, yeah. Fish take food almost on top of pond. Nonsense. Almost on top of pond. Well, a P would be top pond would be a P. I don't know about this approved one. Fish. Nonsense would be codswallop. Okay, the O's good. I don't know why that's codswallop. Fish is cod. Swallow is almost with a P. Yep. Codswallop. Fundraising preacher tells E.G. native to convert. Tells is 5, E.G. is 2, 7, native is 6. And that's got a V and an E, maybe an E and an I in the thing. Fundraising preacher would be a, what do you call them? Televangelist. Jimmy Swaggart is a name I was trying to think of. Televangelist. I don't know, I should check that back really. Well, let's do it. T-E-L L-S E-G. E-G leaves me native, yeah, televangelist. Televangelist. Right, 1 of 50 in uniform. 50 is L, in uniform, tipped cap. Blah. 1 of 50 in uniform, tipped cap. U-Pack. Utah. 1 of 50 states, yes. Football manager with 1 draw and a defeat. Is this the name of a specific football manager? Seems unlikely. 1 draw and a defeat. A loss. I can't see what that is. What's this? Delectation. Deletion. What have we got? Okay, so that's the deletion. Deletion with CT. Okay, got it the wrong way around. Deletion. Delectation is enjoyment, isn't it? For your delectation. No German. Okay, announced links for 10 years. And the letters are right. 10 years. 10Y. Links. No German. Announced. Keiner. Keiner is the no word for German. None, I think. 9, 19, isn't it? 9, announced. Links are 90s. There we go. 10 years. Got there eventually. Getting better clubs deceptively conceal 7. Conceal is 7. 7 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Getting better clubs could be C. Getting better. Convalescing. 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 How do I spell sing? That doesn't work. Okay, what have I got missing? Do I need another E in there somewhere? Convalescing. Convalescing. There we are. Hang on. Flipping heck. Okay, there's my con. There's my seal. I need a C now. I need another C in there somewhere. So I've got 3 C's in there somewhere. Convalescence, I think, is the correct thing. So I might have to go through this again. Sant. Convalescence. Is that it? I'm going to have to go through, aren't I? Right, so when I go to convalescence, right, so C is clubs, and then conceal is ONCEAL, and then 7 is S. Just looking, going, where have these other 2 letters come from now? What have I missed? SEV. Convalescence. Oh. Convalescence. Right, so when I go at this. Right. CON. Okay. CEAL. And then there's 7 below that, isn't there? Yeah, convalescence. Okay. Got there eventually. Oh, try not to do that. Convalescence. Now I've got to try and put some other things right. That one is not going to be a set, is it? Convalescence is done. Right. Oh, I need to go down a bit. Wine box in bedroom. Actually, that's going to be the name of a wine box. Is spa. Asti. Boxes to spa. But the only place spa can fit there is either right at the end or. But if it's in. I can't see what's happening there, really. Right. Released. I travelled quite a distance in the van. Quite a distance is far, maybe? In the van. Released. It's just there ought to be a D there, doesn't it? Okay, that seems to suggest that approved is correct for permit. I'm going to leave it until I've got these 2 downs. I don't know about this one. Released in the van. Vanguard. Can't be Vanguard, can it? Travelled quite a distance in the van. I've got 2 EDs, so I think it's going to end in ED, but don't guarantee that. He painted a little chicken. Who painted? I assume it's going to be a little chicken. That's kind of ruined that with P there. Chicken could be yellow, couldn't it, I suppose? Bantams are chickens. Chick. What about Picasso? And why would that be Picasso? Casso. Picasso would fit. Picasso. If I could fit Picasso, let's just see that now. My other painters with a P in their name. Pablo Picasso and not sure. I'm beginning to go off approved, but it must be because it's chasing AP for parking. So turn out, permit. Oh, gone the wrong way. Right, let's go to, where am I down to? Foreign wood carving wins British prize at last. Prize at last, British. BRE or BE? What's this? One student finally leaves here. Okay, let's go B. Foreign. Wood carving is a totem. Wins. Foreign toe. Put the B in there, tear. Totemic. I don't like that because surprise at last suggests put a foreign. I'll leave that like that for now, but I'm not convinced by it. Drinks all day, then falls down. Okay. Drinks, sups, falls down, trips, all day. Fine internet address, roll up. URL, furl, there we go. Nice, that's a nice clue. Right, okay, this is going quite well so far. Although I can't really see what this is going to be. We're about 15.5 minutes. Dynamism versus current is I. Insanity. Leaving university. Insanity. Inanity, sorry. Versus vivacity, I suppose. VI. Vivacity. Vivacity. What would that be? Dynamism. Vivacity. I think that's right. Why would that be leaving university? It's just City University. So look at this one. Verify. Confirm is to verify. If is going into very. There we are. This must be something stolen, mustn't it? War leader. Large in colour. Okay. Stalin. What is that? Stain. Yeah, stain colour. Right. This one up here. Diver almost out of breath. Oh. My list of birds is not good. Couldn't get this one, could I? Football manager was the one I went. Yeah, that's nasty. This one allowed into cycling. Eliminator. Can't think what an eliminator is. This one determined where this carnivore lurks. Ermine? No, it can't be ermine. Or is it? Okay, yeah, it can be because totem is probably wrong. In that case, that makes more sense. Ermine is just a ermine. It's just a hidden word, I think. This one, shock, almost attacked by bee. Stun, which totally ruins the Pablo Picasso theory, which is not a bad thing in itself, I think. Stun. This one, doctor's left. Let's just get rid of this letters because they're a bit of waste time, aren't they? Doctor's left a person with a shield against infection. That's some kind of mosquito net. Ammo from Doctor. Moss quit because they've left. Ammo's quit with temperature. A shield against infection. Okay, not quite sure what's going on there. Okay, so we've got Mo's. Quit is left. A person is one. T for temperature. Good. Like it. What's this? Assumed. Released is... not sure. This one... maybe that isn't... where has it gone there? Maybe that's not approve. He painted a little chicken. Because I really can't think of any little chicken people. What's this? Temptingly bold with devious motive. Oh, that D's not necessarily right, is it? Temptingly hold out. Diamonds. That's my D for diamonds. Okay. Devious motive. Not sure. This one must be an MED, mustn't it? Released. Travel quite a distance. A distance. AD. Some. Quite a distance. A sum. Some. In the van. What's the van? Released. I want to put cashiered there, that's wrong. Let's have a look at this one over. I still can't get that one yet. This one, state of girl, shabby state of girl in disorder. Well, given that convalescence now seems to be correct, of girl in has no available E to work with, so that's good. Well, good in its way anyway. Wine box in bedroom. It's not a chest. Well, the chest would have fitted there nicely, apart from that M. rum box, rum would be a to box, to bedroom. Nope. From wood, carving, wins British prize at last. Okay, let's put that back in there. British prize isn't Nobel, is it? Not see what's going on there at all. Too easy now. This one was drinks all day then falls down. No feel for that one. So yeah, it's gone well to the point. I can't pass vivacity. Dynamism could be if you're vivacious, then you've got dynamism. University could be city university. Current versus is V. Current is I. Inanity is vacuosity. Vacuity. Inanity. Vivac. I'm going to go with vivacity, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Well, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to just leave that for a minute. Diver. Almost out of breath. Can't even begin to think of a word to go in there. ZXC. Diver. I'm assuming it's going to be a bird of some sort, but my birds that dive are not great. Mutton. It's not a bird. Gull. Gulp. Gull almost. Out of breath, almost out. Can't say that. Let's just go back to quick alphabetical. J K U L. Lupin. That's a flower, I think. T U. No. No, nothing going on there. This one, Football Manager with one draw. I mean, that I for one looks fairly okay there. But what you then put up, unless it's something like Pep, but Pep isn't going to fit in there. And with Football Manager with one draw and a defeat. Cool. Brian Clough keeps coming to my mind. I don't think that's going to happen in this puzzle. One allowed into cycling eliminator. Accessy. Access. Some wine box in bedroom. So we've got 1, 2, 3 M E something T 1, 2. Sorry. Bit stumped at the moment. I'm going to go back over here. I mean, I've got, I guess, two halves, and I've got this little corner here to do. I think it has to be approved, but I don't really understand. Approve, turn out. In which case this, he painted a little chicken. I can't think what a little chicken is, if I've seen the chicken before, so to speak. This one, something A, something S, something M, something probably MED at the end. released is unfastened. So I can't think. Well, if I get an R there, what's going to go there? Ransacked, resumed, ransomed. I think ransomed does have a meaning that I don't quite understand. Like it's the opposite of what you think it is. Ransom is holding someone. Why? So you travel quite a distance. You ransom, and distance is D in the van. Distance in the van D. Where's that D coming from though? You ransom a distance in the van. Released. I don't know what D's about, but I think it's ransomed. I have a feeling. I think it's the opposite. Ransomed for released is a kind of definition that's a bit not how you think of it, I think. Temptingly hold out. I'll say delay. Dribble. Diamonds with devious motive is... what's devious motive? It's going to have to be a vowel here, isn't it? Darkly. Darkly. Archly. Arc. Temptingly hold out is not darkly though, is it? Who this is, it's a bit hard because I don't know my painters, and if it is even spelled right to this point, and I don't know my chickens, so I can't even count them before they're hatched. Prun, Prusk, Paust. And to be honest, you can spell someone's painting names anyway, can't you? There's so many possibilities on that. Paul, Pra, Po, Pow. Oh, it's not you. That's the one. Probably the one thing we can eliminate. So it was temptingly hold out. Diamonds with devious motive. Is that derelict? No. Shabby state of girl in lass. I think I've come to a stumbling block really. 27 minutes. I am going to just pause the video while I have a little think to myself. See if I can get anything. Right, I finally made a little bit of a breakthrough. A bit of vivacity there because I've just been, you can see I'm up to 45 minutes now, so it's been a long time. And yeah, with this one I started to think about what Football Manager might be Pep or something. Anyway, long story short, I got to Football's FA. I'm not sure why the FA isn't Football Manager, but anyway, one and then draw as a lure, which means this is puffin. I had gulping in there for a while, which is a made up thing. Puffin. I thought this might be cycling eliminator. Eliminator would be a heat, which would be H-E, cycling around to A-T, but then I can't see what that would be. So now I was trying rum in there, I think, earlier. I don't know why rum's in there, really. Yeah, I think that's probably as far as I'm getting, really. Accessy, I thought that was, but doesn't work. Does it? Taché. One allowed. Well, that's eyelet, isn't it, I suppose? Eliminator doesn't really work. One allowed is let. Into cycling eliminator. Cool. That doesn't really work there either. So, no idea what this wine is, if it's no wine or something. One student, this is frustrating clue really not to have got near this one. One student now finally leaves here. I wonder if it's just taken L out of something. Oxford, Cambridge, Hull. Here is now, maybe present. Or take a T out of something. Student finally. T out of, to get to 1. Uni? I think it's uni, isn't it? Uni is, so unit, take the final T off of that. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, drinks all day, then falls down. I'll put the S in there actually, because I think it's probably ending with an S, although I've got no proof of that. Trapes, tree. Oh, all day. Don't know, this one, from wood carving, wins British prize at last. I wonder if from wood is saying not cut, not cute. From wood, not British wood. Natbu, Nitbu. I don't even know if that E's correct down there. Tried a few things over here. Temptingly, I kind of think dearly, darkly, but I can't see why temptingly hold, because temptingly we've got an ly. I mean, it could be a dr, I suppose. Devious motive r. Archly, I was thinking arch, but that doesn't work. But this really has to be a vowel, I think, if it's gonna, could be any of the vowels, I think. But then you've got to find a letter to go there that fits with that one down there. And there's normally 5-letter words beginning with I that would give you a devious motive. I did think about devil, evil, devil, but I kind of want that to be devilishly or something. Wonder if there's an anagram of hold going on. And the other problem with devil is that you get a V there now. If it's the right painter, then I guess it's no problem really. Puss off. I don't know. I feel like that's a name I've heard somewhere, but I'm not sure about it. A little chicken. Prosov. I still can't pass where this D comes from here. Not that I've tried particularly. Quite a ransom. Quite a distance. Ran some is quite a distance. In the van. I don't know what in the van means. Vanguard is at the front. I think I'm going to recognise this chicken when I get there. I think I've seen it before, but it ain't coming to me now. This one again, one allowed into cycling eliminator. A is 1, I suppose. Ace. Allowed is let. Cycling, keep thinking of Tour de France and TT. Ace. Could just be an I suppose. No idea what to do with this clue. My knowledge of wine isn't great, but I can't think of a better word for bedroom at this point. So that's not going anywhere. This one I just looked at again. Foreign word, carving wine, carving wins British prize last. Not going anywhere on that. Drinks all day, then falls down. I feel like I should be able to get that, but my brain isn't really on it. I've kind of got to that point where I'm a bit tired on it. Drinks. All day, then falls down. Trips is the only one I think of. Slips. Can't be an M. Drains. All day. D. Rains. I suppose drains is, yeah, drinks all day. Drinks all his, okay, drinks all his drains, yeah, okay. D for day and then falls down, well, rains, it rains, yeah. Okay, go with that. Well, that kind of feels like a little bit more temptingly hold out, devilly, evilly. Devious motive, yeah, okay, let's go with devilly. Don't really think, I don't believe it, but, and the poos off I've just made up. So down to theoretic last three. The girl, shabby state, shabby state of girl in disorder. Well, disorder is a mess, isn't it? So, it's going to be if it's the name of a girl, that'd be an E, or is it E there with these four? Sorry. Does it even have to be an E there? Shabby is, yeah, disorder is mess. I think would be a good option there. Girl is a miss. Miss. That'd be very long, wouldn't it? Could be the S is there and there's no S there. Mess. Shabby. How about messy nest? Doesn't work. A shabby state is a girl is a lass. Melass. Can't be lass, can it? Oh, Mel. I'm assuming we're not looking for the name of a girl, because that doesn't happen a lot in the cross times these days. Wood carving wins British prize. At last would be you. Wood carving, wood. What does it? Put the B there. Nut. Wood is nut, isn't it? Hazelnut. Nut butte. Nut. Foreign. Wood carving. I'm going to go with the obvious and put B there, but not sure about that. Mess. Miasma. Meander. Meanders? Why would that be meanders? There's no real mess there, is there? Disorder. State. Shabby state. Shabby state isn't really meanders though. Well, you would think is it meanness? Is it just Anne? No, can't be. It could be Anne in shabby. Meanness. I'll go with that. Feels wrong to me, that double N. But I think it could be Anne in mess. It's as good a thing as I've got, isn't it, really? Chamber. Okay, maybe I'm going to change my name. Chambertin, I think is a name of a wine. Box. Tin. Yeah, seems reason. What's this then? One allowed. Achieve. Cycle limiter. Achieve. Would that be achieve? One in. Does that sound like of achieve is to win, to have won. Cycling eliminator. Can't be an anagram vehicle. Achiever. Or is it one into it and then I'm going to go with that and then I don't know what this is. What would that be? From wood, carving. Wins. British prize at last. I think it has to be a B there, doesn't it? Because it's winning is, I think, it's a containment indicator. So, nat, pure, nat, from wood, nut. So my foreign carving, my wood carving would be nutune, nutbure, nutbush. Hang on. What would the British prize be, they? I don't know. I'm going to put a nutune. I'm going to go. Oh, no, it's going to be wrong. Let's have a look then. What have we got? How have I done? Check grid. Okay, G's wrong, devilry's wrong. Pusov was quite right. Oh, Puson? Yeah, that's not surprisingly wrong. Okay, I mean, I just kind of ran out of steam there, didn't I? Oh, my keyboard seems to have suddenly taken to typing itself, which is slightly annoying. Let's demonstrate again. Probably needs a little reboot. And this was wrong. Just check what I want to. He painted. So that was wrong, wasn't it? No, Poussin? Pousse. I think my poulet is the French word, isn't it? That's for chicken. What that is? Athlete. That's an athlete, isn't it? That is heat, I think. Heat. Is it heat? Let's try athlete there as a biff. Yeah. Oh, what did I have there? I had an N, didn't I? I think that was right. Yeah, drains. I've got no idea what that word is. Let's just find out. Net-sook. Oh, I have heard of net-sook. I've got no idea what it's about. Oh, the UK. Wins is nets. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tempting to hold out. What's this then? Dangle. Devious motive. Dangle. Tempting to hold out. Yeah, dangle it. Okay. And that must be Poussin. Poussin. Let's keep going. Must be an in, mustn't it? There you go. 1 hour. Well, my standard time for giving up. Anyway, so yeah, last three there just got to me. Right, let's go through those clues as best I can, although I'm not sure how good I'm going to do on this. So what have we got? We've got, let's start 1. Dynamism. Dynamism is vivacity, which I think is, think of vivacious, that's when it's dynamic. So vivacity, V for verses, I for current, scientific unit, and then inanity is vacuity, I think. Take out the U from university, U for university. Puffin is a diving bird, diver, therefore almost out of breath while it's puffing, but it's not quite puffing, it's puffing, it becomes puffin. A scrap is a rag, and a paper could be referred to as a bit of a rag. The act of removing is deletion, C for constant, cheers is tar, so CTA, interrupting, deletion gives you delectation, which is enjoyment. To tire is to flag, indicating is waving, one's leaving, indicating, one's leaving, patriotic display, well, indicating, waving. Just wondering if that one's leaving is saying I should have an I in there for waving that way, indicating waving. Not sure about that. I think of waving as being to get rid of something, when it's spelled with an I, and I think waving indicating sort of works. Anyway, patriotic display is definitely flag waving, so I guess one leaving means there's an I missing from somewhere. Barely is just, succeeded is S, so notation you see on family trees, for example, or lists of prime ministers or whatever. A project, if something projects, it juts, so jut is a project. to project. We've got the war leader, which is Joseph Stalin, leader of Russia back in the day. Alpha large, or USSR maybe, I'm not sure. Alpha large in the colour. If you colour something, you stain it. Right, one allowed into a cycling eliminator. Okay, one allowed is let, and we've got heat cycling around. H-E-A-T. So an eliminator is a heat cycling around. So H-E, and then cycle around. Put the A-T on the front. So I did actually think let earlier, and I did think it's heat like that. I just never quite got to the whole clue. Right, turn out must be to prove. You prove something by turning it out. Okay, I think that's to do with baking, isn't it? Making bread, proving. Chasing, so following. A is in the clue and P for parking. Permit, if you permit something, you approve it. Determined has the hidden word ermine. Where this so the ermine is a carnivore and it's lurking, so it's a hidden word in. Determined where this lurks. To shock is to stun. Almost attacked by a bee. Well, you've been stung, but take the G off because you're almost attacked. G stung becomes stun. When it snows is winter. Perhaps burying revolutionaries. So revolutionary is Che, as in Che Guevara. It's revolutionaries, so put an S on the end because it belongs to Che's, or Che, which gives you the Winchester type of rifle, Wild West rifle, particularly known as. Doctor is MO, and again we've got this apostrophe S, so MOs. Left is quit. A person is one, O-N-E, with T for temperature. Gives you a mosquito net, which is a shield against infection. Right, one is a unit. Student finally is the T from student, so take the T off of unit, becomes uni. Leaves is saying take that T off, which leaves you the university, which is here as definition. Right, temptingly hold out is to dangle. Of course it is. D for diamonds, and a devious motive is what's your angle on that. Right, yeah, shabby. A shabby state is meanness. Fair enough. Girl is Anne in disorder, which is mess. Got there in the end on that one, didn't I? On the downs, we've got to confirm is to verify. Uncertainty. Confirm uncertainty, sorry, is to verify. Really, that's really good. That's very good. Very is really. And then is inhibiting. There's an if in there. Uncertainty. No, uncertainty is if. So yeah, confirm is verify. Uncertainty is if. Really is inhibiting. So if into very for really. Can't quite get the word play order there to make me think how it's kind of very Yoda, isn't it? But I think it's if very. But oh yeah, no, yeah, really is going across it. It's inhibiting it. Okay. Half in vain. So take the V and A from vain. And we've got perhaps Ulysses. Ulysses S. Grant, one of the presidents of the United States in the 1800s. And a wanderer is a vagrant. We've got fish is a cod. Take food is to swallow, but take off the final W because it's almost on. And then top of pond is a P for pond. Nonsense is codswallop. Right, fundraising preacher is a televangelist. Which is an anagram of tells, e.g. native, to convert is your anagram indicator. Well, 1 of 50 is your definition because it's one of 50 states. Utah is one of 50 states in America. Got U for uniform, and then we've tipped the cap, so cap is a hat going upwards, tipped. Right, football manager. Okay, yep, the FA, the Football Association, manage all of football in England, so they are the football manager, FA. One is I, and a draw. If you draw someone, you lure them, which gives you a failure, which is a defeat. No German. No in German is nein. Nein is the no word, the German for no. Announce is your sound like indicator. So in German it's spelled N-E-I-N. Here it's the number 9. Links is ties, and the 90s were 10 years. Right, getting better is convalescence. Clubs is a C. Then we've got an anagram of conceal 7. Deceptively is your anagram indicator. Right, the wine is Chambertin, I think is the way to say it. I think I might have seen that 2 or 3 years ago in one of the QCs. Um, a bedroom, I think, is a chamber, and a box is a tin. I would always think of I would never think of a box as being made as tin, but I suppose they are. Yep. So yeah, chamber tin, chamber tin. I'm saying it to pretend I've got some kind of French accent. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, but we did used to say chambre for bedroom, so chamber tin is how I'm going to say the wine. Right, didn't quite understand this one. Released, I think your definition is released. Released means ransomed. Now that's the opposite of how we think of a ransom. Ransom normally we think of being the amount of money we're being asked to pay for someone who's been kidnapped and held, but I think actually the ransom is what you pay to get them released. And probably in older times that was the better meaning of it, so to speak, or the more correct meaning of it. I think it's changed a little bit over time. So ransomed equals released, each definition. If you travelled quite a distance, then you ran some. In the van, I don't understand what the van is doing, and I don't know where the D comes from. Ran some D. No, don't know that bit. Right, he painted, well, Poussin, whoever that is, painted, and a little chicken. I'm assuming the name of a chicken is a Poussine, I think, probably an E on the end. I may have seen that, but yeah, so take a letter off of whatever the chicken is, and that gives you the man who painted, which is Poussin. Let's say that with an accent, as if I know how to say his name. Right, a foreign wood, yeah, nitsook. I have seen that word some in the somewhere in the dim and distant past when I used to do the Daily Express Crusader each day, and it was a nuclear weapon with something going in it. Nuke, couldn't get that one then. But yeah, nitsook is a foreign wood carving. I think if I recall rightly, it was from Japan. If you win something, then you net it. So wins is nets. British is UK, and prize at last is the E from prize, last letter. Drinks, all is drains, D for day, then falls down. Well, rain falls down, doesn't it? So rains, it falls. And finally, F for fine, the internet address is the URL, and if you roll something up like a flag, you furl it up. So there we go. Yeah, well, not bad actually. In the end, 3 there, well, 4 I didn't get. Poussin and Dangle, nitsook and athlete. Maybe I'd got to athlete. I mean, I had the things in place for athlete, and maybe if I'd spent more time just at that end bit, I'd kind of got to that point where I'd had enough really. So I convinced myself achieve was right. So there you go. Well, anyway, I hope that was to your delectation, and thank you for watching.